Hello everyone and welcome back to Farming Simulator 19. You're watching JCTV playing on the Xbox One console. This is Stranded in the Pacific Northwest, episode number 19. Well, today is going to be a big day, folks, but before we get to that, see that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner of the video. Why don't you click that for me really quickly? Like and share this video and ring that notification bell so you can be alerted every time we upload new content. All right, thanks for tuning in, folks. Now that that is out of the way, you'll notice that we've started off driving the harvester. You know why? We've got a lot of harvesting to accomplish today. We have got to start harvesting this small or medium-sized super field, and our other very large super field is also ready for harvest. So we're going to be utilizing cutscene technology. We're going to start harvesting all of these soybeans. We've got a mass amount of soybeans growing in each field. So we're just going to start this harvester right here, and then we'll start the other harvester. Sorry, I think we've already started the other harvester on the other side of the field. Let's see here. All right. So we've only got $8,751. Now you can see that the money is going down slowly, so that is an indication that the other worker has already started harvesting the other side of the field. There he is there. All right. Now we've got to get the semi-truck, the Lizard Hulk, and the tipper ready to empty these two harvesters one at a time, alternating between each one, and then we will cut to the scenes of us just selling the soybeans so you can see the mass amounts of money. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we can get to $1 million from 8,000. I don't know what the chances of that are. Maybe they're good, maybe they're not. Who knows? Let's just wait and see how many soybeans we can get out of this. Now, I did pre-check this. We do have to sell all of the soybeans at the restaurant in town because they're the ones paying the most. Now, also keep in mind, I did not fertilize all of these soybeans a second time. They are only 50% fertilized. So if we don't make it to $1 million, then that'll be the reason why we should have taken the extra time and money to fertilize the soybeans completely. Although looking at our cash flow now, it doesn't seem like that was in the cards. So we may have not had enough money to fertilize. Anyway, hindsight being 2020, we've got two of these massive fields ready for harvest. We're just going to move the case tractor back into the machine shed, and then we will start the magic of selling all of these soybeans just to see how much money we can actually make from these super fields. All right, so harvesting is underway. The first harvester is going to have to be emptied on the other side of the map shortly. He's at 34%. So we will bring the tipper over to that side of the map. It is a long drive over. I can't even imagine how long of a drive from end to end that's going to be on the other side of the map, because that field is considerably larger than this one. Once we amass enough funds to buy that remaining super huge field and attach it to our already existing super field, we do need $1.4 million. So I'm hoping to get as close to $1 million, or even halfway to 1.4. That would be great. So that way we can do this one more time, purchase that field, and then we're off to the races. We can start buying some more equipment with all of the crop sales for the other side of the map. We can also start expansion into the third farm up on the mountain and start buying some property up there. All right, so that harvester should be full, or just about 80% by the time it gets to where the truck is parked now. So I think we'll just hang out and wait for him here. Let's check our map really quickly. Yeah, these are massive fields. And the restaurant is paying the most for soybeans today. So that's where we're going to go. We're going to drive to the restaurant. The restaurant is just about halfway in between each field, so it's not going to be that far to drive to empty the tipper. So that should be okay. It's not a super long haul to empty the soybeans at the restaurant. All right, where are we at here? Yeah, 14.33 and dropping. So hopefully the price doesn't drop too much. We can probably get about probably $100,000 per truckload of soybeans, I'm hoping. All right. You can see in real time this is going to take quite a long time. We're not going to utilize time lapse today. We're going to utilize cutscene technology today. So we'll just cut to us selling each tipper individually. So this harvester will have to be emptied very shortly. Why don't we skip ahead to the first truckload going into the restaurant? All right, here is truck number 1 offloading into the restaurant, a full tipper, 79,000 liters of soybeans, giving us $112,000. And here is truck number 2 going into the restaurant, 79,000 liters of soybeans. And let's see if we can get the same amount as last time, or there we go, 111,000. Perfect. Here is truck number 3 going into the restaurant. Let's empty this out. So far, 3 full semi-trailers full of soybeans. And survey says 111,000. So we went from $8,000 to $340,000. And this is the final truck of soybeans. This field is now completely harvested. All right, so what we'll do is we'll pack up everything, we'll drive it on over the bridge to the other field, and we'll immediately start harvesting there as well. So we've got $340,000 plus what's in the truck right now, but I think we'll wait until that completely fills up before we sell it. Let's make our way across the bridge. We've got to fold the harvesters and detach the headers so that everything fits over that narrow bridge. All right, like the circus, folks, we are packing up and leaving town. Not really. We're just going to a different part of town. All right. Here goes harvester number 1 on its way over to the new field. All right, and while we're taking this leisurely drive through town and across the bridge, why don't you take a minute, view the links of the video in the description, come and follow me on Twitter, join our Discord server. We do have a Discord thing. I finally figured that out. Come and join, chat a little bit. I am pretty much always online because it is linked to my mobile phone, so you can get me wherever I am. If you have any questions or you want to post videos for your own channel, by all means, join our Discord server. That is the place to post your videos. We are also on Patreon, offering certain things to certain people, depending on which tier you want to join. Prices range from $1 to $3 a month, I believe. The $1 tier being, I will help you out on Twitter, grow your YouTube channel. If you want to sign up for that $1 thing, I will literally retweet every video that you post on Twitter. We're running just under 500 followers right now, so it is getting stronger by the day, so I strongly suggest you sign up for that and get some free advertising, or semi-free advertising. Who can't afford $1 a month? If you're not feeding needy children with your coffee money, then what are you doing? All right, there's also a link to my PayPal down there too if you want to throw me a donation. We are trying to save up for some new equipment, mainly a new desk and a new chair, maybe a faster laptop or a faster computer, maybe a mouse and a mouse pad, who knows. No pressure, whatever you can afford to donate. We'll also use some of that donation money to sponsor giveaways on the channel as well. Right now we haven't been doing any giveaways because, quite frankly, we're broke. We don't have any money for giveaways, so we're just working for free right now. But that's all good. As long as you guys are tuning in and watching and enjoying these videos, that is payment enough for me. All right, there are also links to purchase Farming Simulator 19. If you don't have the game already, you can buy it by clicking one of the links on the description. And also, if you don't have an Xbox, there's also a link in the description to purchase an Xbox One console, so you can join me in playing Farming Simulator 19. It's one of my favorite games, if not my very most favorite game. All right, now with that corporate advertising mumbo jumbo out of the way, we've arrived with harvester number 1 on the super field. So we will start him off maybe on this side, and we'll start the other harvester, or maybe we'll drive him to the far side. Who knows? Let's see what the future holds and where we start this harvester off. Let's just, we'll flip the magical Farming Simulator coin, heads or tails, and looks like we're going right here. Yes, we are. We're going to start him off on this side of the map, and then we'll start the other guy on the other side of the map. But we do have to throw a quick repair job on the header, just because this will probably deplete the header life just from harvesting this field if we don't repair it. So we've already repaired this harvester and header, or just the header, really. The harvester still got some life to it. All right, so we'll start him harvesting here, and then we will run across the bridge and grab the other harvester and header, and of course the tipper, and then we will utilize cutscenes just to show you us selling all of our crops at the restaurant. All right, here's harvester number 2, already detached, and we just got to fold it up and make our way to the bridge, and across the bridge over the hill to grandmother's house we go. If anyone's old enough to remember that nursery rhyme. I think probably I'm the only one, but I digress. All right, let's make our way over there. We really got nothing else to talk about on this drive. I've already spewed out my YouTube mumbo jumbo advertising follow me stuff. Why don't you do this? Leave a comment down below on which type of harvester you like using. I like using large harvesters. It doesn't really matter what the make or model is, as long as it can hold a lot of crops. That is my preference. It's either this AGCO deal holding 17,100 liters of crops, or the new class Platinum Edition harvester that holds 18,000 liters of crops. So maybe we'll take a little poll, leave a comment down below what harvester you like to use. All right, we've arrived at the super field. So we've got to go to the workshop, repair the header, then drive all the way to the opposite side of the field in order to start harvesting. This is a massive field, and it's just going to get bigger. I was thinking that maybe after we expand up the mountain and we've got our 2 harvesters purchased for this field, maybe, just maybe, we can switch this super field over to nothing but cotton and run 2 John Deere cotton harvesters, so that way we don't have to empty anything. We can just start it and let it go, and then sell the cotton afterwards. I think that would be a fantastic idea. Then we can use the 2 harvesters that we were going to purchase for this field. We could use them up on the mountain. So this might be maybe the last soybean harvest on this field in particular, or maybe both fields. Maybe we'll start harvesting soybeans up the mountain with our newly purchased fields up there, but that's still a ways away. That's sort of a work in progress plan in the back of my head. All right, that guy is harvesting his little heart out. All right, I like it. So $340,000 minus the cost of repairing this header right now, which would only be a couple of $100, I'm guessing. It's not that worn down, but to save time later on. Oh, there we go, $183, not bad at all. To save time later on, we're going to repair it now, instead of stopping mid-harvest to drive it all the way back and drive it all the way back. And just doesn't make sense. So we're going to do it now, and that way it'll last the entire life of the field until it's done harvesting. All right. Yeah, maybe cotton. Cotton sounds like a pretty nifty, maybe a good money-making idea, but we've got to get 2 cotton harvesters. Maybe we'll just do this a couple of more times. Save up the $1.4 million. We're just going to cut behind you here, Haas. There we go. We'll save up the $1.4 million, buy that other big field. Then, once we have the other field purchased and plowed and attached, we will plant soybeans one more time and then switch to cotton. So that way it'll give us probably, well, we've got $340,000 from that one small field. That's enough, I think, to buy one John Deere cotton harvester. But it would probably be best if we had 2 running at the same time, just to save time. Seasons just came out, so this will be the last non-seasons episode of Stranded in the Pacific Northwest. Next week, next Thursday, we will start a seasons version of Stranded in the Pacific Northwest, hopefully picking up where we left off with the super fields and just adding seasons to the mix, so that way we'll have a little bit of structure to our crops. And yeah, I was very excited to see seasons come out, and the fact that I didn't have to create new save games for all my maps, because as you know, we do a different map each day of the week, and that would have been very disheartening if Giants would have had me create new saved games for every single map. That just would have sucked. Alright, so we are now here, starting to harvest. The harvest is real. Let's zip on back over to the other side of the map really quickly. We'll grab the tipper and we'll bring him over here in preparation for emptying that first harvester there, already at 46%. And then life should be good. We'll just cut to the scenes of us emptying the tipper, and then we'll see just how much money we come up with at the end of the day. All right, let's bring the tipper over to the other side of the city. All right, let's get this thing moving. This lizard hulk does move pretty good, but with 79,000 liters of soybeans in it, it takes a little while to get going. But oh well, it does the job, and it's the largest tipper for this job that we could actually find, so it works out. Life is good with the lizard hulk and the 79,000 liter tipper. Although it does take some finagling to get it under the harvester nozzle. You have to hit it just right. With this AGCO harvester, it doesn't leave a lot of room. So you have to line up the orange side rail of the tipper directly under the elbow of the nozzle so it fits perfectly. Otherwise, off camera, I've hit that harvester so many times. It was just horrible, but now I've gotten pretty good at it. So hopefully we won't have too many incidences on camera where I hit the harvester and knock him off course. Don't want that to happen. Alright, so we've arrived at the farm. We will just park somewhere over here, wait for the harvester to get full, and then again, through the magic of cutscenes, we will skip directly to the dumping of the soybeans. Alright, here is truck number 4, I believe. Yes, truck number 4 going into the restaurant. 79,000 liters of soybeans. Look at that money increase. I like it. All right, and we've got another 111,000. Here is truck number 5 going in to the restaurant. All right, let's tip it up. 500,000. There we go. We hit 500,000. Still going. All right. 110,000. We're slowly decreasing. Here's truck number 6 going into the restaurant. All right, look at all those soybeans. This restaurant must be a vegan restaurant because they are ordering a hell of a lot of soybeans. 667,000. Not bad. Here is truck number 7 going into the restaurant. Let's see where we end up here. $776,000. That was a $109,000 harvest. And here is the last of the harvesting being completed. This is the last of it. The field of soybeans is finally completed. Harvesting is done. We've got $775,782 in the bank. Not a bad haul. We're not going to reach $1 million, but like I said, we only fertilized 50%. So we did not do the second round of liquid fertilizer on these fields. I don't think we could have afforded it at the time, but it doesn't matter. We still made $775,000. That is just a smidgen over halfway to our $1.4 million goal to purchase that last remaining field. All right, so let's pack up these harvesters. We will park these just over here at this workshop because the next harvest we'll just harvest backwards. We'll do this field first, then the other field on the other side of the map, and then we'll just flip-flop back and forth until we have enough money to buy 2 more cotton harvesters. And yeah, that's it. We need a cotton planter as well. I don't think we can plant cotton with the Vaderstad seeder. I'm not sure. I have to check on that, but we'll check on that shortly. Maybe for the next episode, just in case we can see maybe we can actually institute this plan, or we can't. Who knows? All right, let's park the header. Thank you, header, for such a fabulous job. Let's park the harvester, and thank you, Mr. Harvester Driver. Worked really hard today. Definitely got my money's worth, $775,000. All right, then all we have to do is drive the tipper over to the restaurant with the remaining amount of soybeans, and then we'll get our grand total for today. In one day, we've harvested $775,000 plus in soybeans. And that price wasn't even the highest price. I've seen it go for higher up on the mountain utilizing the train, which is what I rather do. Rather than doing 7 or 8 different truckloads to and from one location, I'd rather just load it all up into the train and then take it all up there in one swift dump. All right, this is a long drive across this field. Luckily, the restaurant is not that far. It's just outside the gate, right near that water tower there. You can see off in the distance. All right, let's dump this off, and then I think we will call it a day because, wow, in real time, this was a very long harvest to sit and wait to be completed. You guys got it done in 27 minutes, but I'm the one who had to sit here for 6 hours. Either way, thanks for tuning in. I surely appreciate you watching the videos. Yes, I just called you Shirley. All right, the final nail in the coffin for the great soybean harvest of 2019. Let's see what our final total is going to be. 775. Let's go anything over 800,000. Yes. $819,000. Now keep in mind, we do have to buy a hell of a lot of seed to fill up the Vaderstad seeder, so that is going to eat into a big chunk of our profits, probably 30 or 40,000. But nonetheless, we've made $819,000 in one day. That is fantastic. All right, that is going to wrap up this episode, folks. I'd just like to thank you all for tuning in again. Before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for me, like and share this video, and click that notification bell so you can be alerted every time we upload new content. You don't want to miss anything. For now, this is JCTV saying, see you later.